年数は21年目ですね。いろいろあったね、本当に本当いろいろあった。
プロレスって憎しみだけがプロレスじゃないんで、まあ彼がどう思ってるかわからないですけど、僕はしっかりリスペクトを持った上での勝利をもぎ取ってやろうかなっていう、それもまたワクワクする。
マルフジが大きく
マルフジ直道、あなたがいたから今のノアはある。全ては三沢さんが作ったノアの伝統、それを守るために。
これ楽しいんですよ。プロレスやってなかったら俺多分何やってんのかなと思うぐらいなんで。
満足はまだしてないけど充実はしてますね。
初お目見えであります杉浦隆デビュー戦です。この滋賀にしっかりとレスリングを挑む、これはただものではありません。
ノアに杉浦あり、この背中に男を見よう。
彼はやっぱり、彼ってねだいぶ年上ですけど、9つも年追うごとに完成されていくというか、まだまだ成長期というかとんでもない化け物だと思います。
天性の明るさ、俺苦しいよ悩んでるよっていうの見たことないんでね。丸藤直道がいるからっていうのもあるし、
分かりやすく言えばやっぱり苦楽を共にしてきたっていう部分があるんですけど、で彼と共通するものっていうのが本当にたくさんあるんで、だからこその戦友なのかなと。
これも一緒に戦ってきたっていうのを背負って戦ってきたんだろうなっていう、そのどっちかがベルトを持ってベルトをかけて戦うっていうシチュエーションが少なくなってきてると思うので、
まだまだできるって言っても俺はもう今年42だし、杉浦さんは51なんで、少しでも一人でも多くの人に俺たちのプロレスを見てもらいたいし、
過去と違うまた今のうちらの戦いを見せれればいいかな。
プロレスって憎しみだけがプロレスじゃないんで。
大イベント GHC ヘビー級選手権試合、王座丸藤直道 VS 挑戦者杉浦隆。
This is it. This is the main event. Noah Crossover 2021 in Sendai. The GHC Heavyweight Championship title is on the line. Of course, coming up first is the badass, the killing machine, Takashi Sugiura. The challenger, reigning two-time GHC national champion, former four-time GHC heavyweight champion. He has held this belt. He's after today before he last held it in 2018 for 280 days. He's a former six-time GHC tag team champion alongside Sakuraba. Sugiura was the inaugural GHC national champion. Defended it successfully 4 times. The Boars
that I've seen between him and Marufuji. The wars I've seen between him and Kenta. The three, in my views, who have built the generation that stays at the top right now.
Phenomenal. But this man, he has a long, long history with. They mutually respect each other, and they have said they are both here today in this world, in Noah, because of each other, not in spite of each other. There's no bad blood. This is nothing but warrior respect, Aki.
Oh yes, Marufuji actually the tagline that they have said, and he has been repeated that many times, is that Nikku shimi dake ga furoshi janai nde. Only hatred and bad feelings and basically trying to kill each other. That's not what pro wrestling is all about. I respect him, and because I do so, I want to have this match, which to me was like a fresh air in professional wrestling today.
GHC ヘビー級王者丸藤直道選手よりチャンピオンベルトの返還でございます。
The GHC Heavyweight Championship belt officially handed over to the officials, who will take care of it until this battle
Gorgeous
concludes.
belt.
本日のメインイベント GHC ヘビー級選手権試合60分一本勝負を行います。青コーナー挑戦者200パンド杉浦隆。
The challenger, Takashi Sugiura.
赤コーナー第35代 GHC ヘビー級王者190パンドマルジナオミチ。
The reigning four-time GHC heavyweight champion, Naomichi Marufuji. All in all, he's made 8 defenses to his title over the years. He's a former 7-time GHC tag team champion and a former KOD tag team champion with Harashima. Marufuji first won the GHC Heavyweight Championship from Jun Akiyama back in 2006. He lost it to Mitsuharu Misawa, then won it back in 2014 from Yuji Nagata and retained it for an impressive 253 days. He lost it the second time to Minoru Suzuki in 2015 and went on to win it back from him the same year before dropping it to the man in front of him here today, Takashi Sugiura, back in 2016. He now holds it for the 4th time after an astounding performance at the Cyber Fight Festival last month against none other than the living legend Keiji Muto. Aki, give me your thoughts on that match. You were there, you saw it ringside.
Oh yeah. It almost felt like Keiji Muto had such a resurging in professional wrestling. It seems like nobody would be able to stop him. And the fact that Marufuji was tagged a genius when he was 19 years old. He's 41 now. He came to Super Saitama Arena and stops something of a match that we might never see again. One for the ages. A generational fight. 2 geniuses from their own generations coming together and having that match. And Marufuji coming on top, choosing Sugiura to be his first challenge, really tells you the kind of mindset the champion is in and the kind of reign as a champion he wants to have. They have fought each other many a times. I've seen Marufuji choke the literal, not blood, flesh out of Sugiura's chest. And he chooses him to be his first challenger. That's what really tells you what he must have felt like to get and win the championship from Keiji Muto in Super Arena.
That's what the mutual respect is all about, Aki.
It was a momentous moment when he stood tall in Saitama Arena with the GHC Heavyweight Championship in his hand. And I think this reign, if not stopped today, will be one for the legends.
After Keiji Muto had dropped a moonsault that nobody expected. I believe his physician was very angry with him after that, saying that he might never walk again if it went wrong, but he did it and he pulled it off.
Oh yes, I
And
don't
it
care
was-
about that position, but the professional wrestling world around the literally on their feet. I jumped up.
Well, it just shows you what these guys give for their for the sport, for the entertainment, for the crowd, for the fans. They give everything.
Yes.
Absolutely everything. And I don't mean like just stamina or endurance or strength or power. They give their lives.
You lose and leave something off you every time you step in that ring.
Marufuji came on the mic after that incredible performance against Muto, and he said he'll never surpass him. He'll do his very best to hold the title strong as he carries the flag for Noah. Marufuji hasn't lost a singles match this year. He's faced Sugiura 15 times in singles matches, won 4 and fought to a draw twice. One of those wins was a title defense against Sugiura at the Ariake Coliseum back in 2014. In his 4 title reigns, he's held this GHC Heavyweight Championship belt for a combined days of 419.
How incredible the sequences have been. They have been, both of them have career way about 20 years. Sugiura is 51 years old. And the movement and crispness and the elegance in the way they move between each other. It's a very, very well-oiled machine. And they hold a pose right after something ends and see each other. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot going on in those exchanges, not just physically.
Not just physically, yes.
Yeah, that's right. 20 years as a professional wrestler, Takashi Sugiura, 22 years for Naomichi Marufuji, but you'd never know that 10 years separate them. Marufuji said in the pre-video there that he turns 42 this year, but he understands that both him and Sugiura have been carrying the flag for Noah all these years, and this is their not just their duty, but this is what they want in their careers to give to the fans.
Of course, and I totally agree, and I think it's very natural for Marufuji to say this, so because I am someone who grew up watching wrestling in India. I didn't even know there was something out of, well, the biggest brand that is out there. I found out about Japanese wrestling, and I found out about Noah. I watched the King's Road, and then I started watching Marufuji, then I started watching Kenta, and the first person outside of these two that I was very much aware of that he is Noah, and that was Takashi Sugiura. I knew nothing of the company other than that, because I'm what, like a 16-year-old kid. I'm just looking at cool matches, and I still knew that no matter how badass those two were, Marufuji and Kenta together, there was somebody in badassery above them, and that was Sugiura.
Check this out, Aki.
Yeah.
Sugiura has held this title 4 times. In his 4 title reigns, he has been champion for a total of 1,064 days. That's put that into years, roughly. That is just incredible. The killing machine is literally that. He just stops everybody who comes in front of him.
Beautiful suplex by Marufuji there. Just slowly and surely working on Sugiura's arm. He knows this is going to be a battle of attritions. He knows it's going to take a lot to keep him down. But he is trying to build that foundation, starting little by little with baby steps. Let's get that arm first.
Just over 5 minutes into this main event here, the GHC Heavyweight Championship, and Naomichi Marufuji has control of the challenger and current reigning GHC National Champion. Sugiura stops him with the big boot as he comes in, and a double this time. Gets out the way for the third, over onto the apron. Sugiura. Things are already starting to get tough.
They are. It's those little things that get to you. There's nothing big happening, but the hurt you're getting, gonna cost you, and you start to think.
Marufuji has Sugiura on the corner post here, cranking his left arm round. Chooses to let go. Referee calls for the action to continue inside of the ring. Off the guardrail, face first that one. Follows up! Smashes his head off the top of the guardrail.
Thanks to the audience member who kept that second guardrail in place.
Now, for all the viewers at home, you might be wondering, these Noah baseball shirts that everybody's wearing.
Yes.
So they've been given as gifts to everybody attending here today in Sendai, and both myself and Aki are sporting them.
Yes, very happy to get that. These are cool shirts, by the way.
Sugiura with a spear!
And you don't want to count him out. If you think you have him down, you are mistaken.
He can take an incredible amount of punishment and just keep coming back. What's this now? He's tearing up the mat outside of the ring.
Oh, yes.
What does he have in store?
Oh, yes.
Just rips it up.
I remember a very particular occasion, as in, like, we might think Sugiura, Marufuji might have pissed him off. No. This is casual Tuesday. Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Took the mat away, only to drop Marufuji onto the bare concrete floor. It's kind of difficult for some people to get their head around that this kind of brutal action is a sign, it's a show of respect to each other.
Yes.
There's no disrespect in
Yes. Sugiura knows Marufuji will be back. He's counting on it that Marufuji will be back. He's just gonna make him pay for coming back.
It's all about making each other stronger. You might win, you might lose, but you get stronger every time.
In the recent title match I was watching in DDT for the KOD Championship, Kenta Kobashi was on the commentary team, and the commentary team goes, "Oh, why is he beating him outside?" And Kenta Kobashi goes, "No, that much is okay. That much is expected. Like, that's all right.
That's all part of it.
That's all part of it.
Nobody's going to complain.
Nobody's gonna complain. Like, that much is all right."
Pummeling in some heavy forearm smashes now, the killing machine. Champion fires back with his razor blade chop. Another one onto the chest of the challenger. Oh, crumpled him with that one.
The most the most painful chops in business is Marufuji.
10 minutes into this main event here. Sugiura has sleeper hold, short choke here.
Oh yeah. Like, you must see Marufuji having tape on his fingers. That's because he splits his fingers sometimes, just like volleyball players, chopping people.
I haven't dared yet, Aki, but one of these days I'm going to ask Marufuji if he will let me feel one of his chops.
Oh.
Do you think that's a good idea?
Oh, please let me know. I'll take a video of that.
Will you take me to hospital after with a broken rib cage?
Oh. I will give you a ride. That's a promise. Now, Sugiura, the tables have turned after that spear. And Marufuji's head meeting the concrete.
Seriously cranking on the neck of the champion now, Takashi Sugiura. Looking for that rope break with his foot, the champion.
Any match and every match you have, this slow grind is what really gets to you.
Few people can keep up with this kind of strength and power and pace.
Oh yes. Also, once you are running around and like exciting things, like high impact things are happening, you have adrenaline to support you. But once you are on the ground, it's slow and it's just grinding and grinding. That's what gets to you, because the adrenaline is not helping you then. You don't have that hype yet. You feel everything. It hurts.
Marufuji seriously feeling that crossface there, manages to get his hand to the ropes. Sugiura, let's go.
Sugiura asking the referee to point at him if he wants to stop or check on him, because I'm gonna go.
Marufuji in the corner. Ooh, going back to those forearm smashes. Takashi Sugiura.
Oh, just a fine combo. Oh, not there. Oh no. Oh no.
Look at the torque he's getting into those. Battering into Marufuji. Marufuji looking him in the eyes and screaming back at him.
And now we are starting to see the adrenaline that I was talking about. Marufuji barking at him while getting plummeted.
Naomichi Marufuji is GHC heavyweight champion for reasons. And right now, you're seeing them. Few men on the face of this planet can take the punishment that Takashi Sugiura deals out.
Oh. Hangs him up top, runs for it. Oh! Marufuji ducks.
Hammers into the head. Marufuji.
There goes springboard.
Oh!
Beautiful!
Moonsault! Naomichi Marufuji.
Oh,
Back.
only two. Oh, he buzzed that out of nowhere. Don't count me out yet, says Marufuji.
The champion back on his feet. He has a hold of the ears of Sugiura.
Those very, very heavily cauliflowered ears.
We call them gyoza in Japan, of course,
Of course you do.
which is it's a shallow fried dumpling.
Oh yes. Marufuji now trying to string some offense together.
Follows straight in there with the knee up high into the back of Sugiura's face. Dumps him down on his head. Looking for the cover here, Naomichi Marufuji.
Kicks out at two. The slow but steady toll being taken by the opponents on each other. And oh, nope.
Just as he was winding up there, Sugiura comes back. There's the hook kick and the slaps, followed by a final hook kick which drops the challenger.
Beautiful combination by Marufuji, a signature that he has made famous. Again. Going there.
Looks like he was looking for the Shiranui.
Shiranui.
Sugiura immediately identified it, stopped it, makes his way from the opposite corner. Batters in with the knee. Crumples over. Marufuji in the corner.
Nothing pretty about that. 50 minutes.
Yep. It is still on here. The 35th generation champion. Ooh. Bicycle knee drops. Sugiura.
Slowly but surely, the hard stuff is coming out.
Sugiura took that square on the face.
Marufuji now outside to the apron, and that never bodes well.
Grabs
That
the
never
ear.
bodes well.
Moves the challenger forward. Looks like he has something special in store.
I've seen Marufuji almost kill himself and his opponents from there. Oh, nope.
Tries to get underneath. Sugiura paces out. Staying heavy with his hips. Marufuji can't get under him so far. Putting everything into this, trying to deadlift him up.
Sugiura has the third rope in hand. And does it.
Strength of Takashi Sugiura. Just lifted him off and peeled him away.
I'm happy that's all that came out of there. I don't think it's still done yet, as Sugiura is now have some distance and is looking for Marufuji. He goes there, and a spear right through the ropes.
Both men ending up flat on their backs outside of the ring.
Right through the ropes to the outside goes Sugiura.
That spear was ferocious. There's the count started. Who responds first? Sugiura back on his feet. Both of these men still in it.
This is the second time Marufuji is finding himself on a count in this match.
The atmosphere here in Sendai in anticipation of the reply to this 20 count. Can the champion get back in there? He's on the apron.
18 now. And slowly
Sugiura waiting in the corner. Watch out now. Massive flying knee into the corner. As soon as Marufuji got back in there, he ate that knee up.
Oh. Up top goes Marufuji. Sugiura now looking probably for a superplex.
Taking it up high here, he's right under that chin.
Oh!
Look at this! Takashi Sugiura has Naomichi Marufuji up. They are on the second rope. He's holding him there. Over the goal! Marufuji sent crashing down by the challenger.
Both of them looked the same after that move. Just sitting down.
Continues to go to work. Sugiura steps over into the Boston Crab. Naomichi Marufuji not about to tap out yet.
Marufuji, right after that superplex, is back. He's not in the best of conditions right now. And that Ghost Suplex is doing its job. Slowly but surely squeezing his way close to the rock is Marufuji. And that ear is almost done. Will he make it?
Sugiura trying to crush the life out of the champion here. As we continue on, Marufuji tries to press out of it and drags himself towards. There is the rope break. Sugiura lets go. Look at how fresh he is still.
Oh yes. Marufuji, on the other hand, is starting to look like an old man from that bad back.
Oh, no. Gets out of it.
Don't count him out yet. Oh, misdirection, rope work, still runs. Marufuji misdirection from Sugiura and gets a boot for his trouble. Runs now Marufuji. Oh, he gets caught right in the middle of it. German with a break. Only one.
Marufuji crumples Sugiura with the knee at the 20-minute mark in this main event here. The GHC Heavyweight Championship still on the line.
I think we just saw a momentum getting to a halt there, Stuart. The match is going to change as soon as they get up. Big guns are starting to fly now.
I think we reached a milestone. You're right, Aki. The turning point is imminent. Nothing less than 100% given from both champion and challenger here. Sugiura takes a hold of Marufuji's hair, back on their feet. Oh, pummels in the forearm smash. There's the chop in reply from the champion.
Now we're going to see a conversation happen with flesh.
A dialogue, an exchange of ideas. The hook kick slams him over, rolls onto the leg, he's on the toe hold. Takashi Sugiura right in the middle over the Noah logo.
One of his signature moves, he likes to finish his matches with that. Toe hold. Nope, nope. Still!
Back onto it again.
He has seen this many a time. They have been down this road many a time. Sugiura is really looking to finish this match here.
Marufuji really starting to dig deep now here in his first title defense. Gets out of it. Has control of the wrist of Sugiura, rolls him over. Oh, there it is. The perfect
Key lock. And turning it to upside down, so Sugiura can't really stay comfortable on his back. Putting his own shoulder weight, and now he turns. I'll turn with you. Oh. Back and forward here. Brings him back. Marufuji locks in with his legs.
Face down, nowhere to go. The challenger is in trouble.
As you can see, that arm is in a very uncomfortable situation. His shoulder is driving into the ground.
The screams of Takashi Sugiura can be heard throughout the whole Sendai area.
Not a very easy submission to get out of. And he's trying to wiggle.
He's found some space by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Marufuji's going to have to transition out of that. He can't hang on to it because as soon as Sugiura gets out, it's trouble.
He's trying to make some space so he can have some wiggle room to try to do something, because he can't really turn as Maru. He made enough space to be able to turn, and
To the front headlock, rolls him over.
was going for a guillotine Sugiura, but still got held on in the middle, turned into a pinfall.
Clamping down on that front headlock again. Takashi Sugiura. Marufuji scoops up the leg for a second there, but let's go by the looks of it.
Yeah, this arm captured guillotine is. Oh, it's synced in. It's very much synced in.
It's tight. Marufuji says, no, I will not tap out. The GHC heavyweight champion not about to give up here.
Well, that's going to take a lot. Marufuji is still in this fight, as you can see. He's still showing signs of trying to struggle his way out. Will he try to escape or transaction? This might be it. This might be it, Stuart. We might be taking it easy as Marufuji's arms.
But he gets out, eats a knee. Sugiura comes in with another flying knee, the running knee to the face of the champion from the corner. Another one. Hooks up the leg. Marufuji still in it, manages to shoulder up out of that one.
Yeah, there was no knee pad on that knee. Just bare knee on the jaw.
Bone to bone.
After squeezing the life out of Marufuji, 2 knees to the jaw. These guys have beaten the hell out of each other for the last close to 25 minutes now.
Sugiura battering down into the right-hand side of Naomichi Marufuji's face. Trying to knock him out.
Like your ear gets it, your equilibrium goes out of the way. You can't see the elbow coming, you can't prepare for it. He's specifically trying to kill Marufuji's neck now.
It's the one you don't see that knocks you out, but somehow the champion is still in this, manages to get out of it, pumps in the knee, eats another. Trading knees here, just over the 25-minute mark in the main event here. Noah Crossover 2021 in Sendai. This is something else.
Asking for a finish is Sugiura, and knocks him down. Side slam, Olympic slam style, and only two.
Sugiura's Olympic slam is something to behold.
Marufuji gets Sugiura with the knee. His knee buckles a bit, but he gets it perfectly, like a perfect executed counter. Just meat-cued right on the jaw.
This is the battle. This is the war we were expecting and hoping for.
Oh yes, we are getting our money's worth right now. Marufuji up on top. He says, normal won't work. I'll take you up high. Olympic slam coming.
Making some adjustments here, up on the second rope now. Takashi Sugiura still has the back position, but Marufuji elbows his way out. Throws in a headbutt, and another.
Using his front of the head to the back of head of Sugiura. And we might see it! Shiranui, here we go! He gets it!
Almost taking the head clean off the shoulders of the challenger. Naomichi Marufuji
Throws himself to the other side of the corner. That could have been it if he was way too close to really get that pin in time.
championship material. Shoulders up.
Sugiura.
Wow.
This was the much needed moment for Marufuji. He's been waiting for his chance for quite some time now. He's got a very, very big gun to do this, but the tide might turn.
Tying him up while launches a huge knee, but gets out the way.
Makes it on his knees. Nope.
To back, looking for a second. Gets out. Marufuji lands that one. Topples
Side of
him
the jaw.
like a tree.
Oh, that was way too close. That was close. Marufuji is starting to find him at the better end of the exchanges now.
I often wonder, Aki, how much punishment these men can take, but it's really a stupid question. There is no limit.
There is no as much as you can do. All you need is 3 seconds. 3 counts on the mat to keep them down. And it takes a lot.
Back on their feet, eye to eye.
Oh!
Marufuji replies with a razor chop. Razor blade chop into the chest of Sugiura. Replies with a forearm smash. Chops and elbows. Back and forward. Oh my goodness me.
And the combo comes into play.
Sugiura wound up everything into that last one and dropped Marufuji. Tells him it's not over yet. Stand up, he says. Marufuji knows fine well it's not over, but right now he has to eat these massive forearm smashes from Sugiura, pumping them in one after the other.
Absolutely sickening. That sound.
Marufuji trying to slice open the chest plate of Sugiura.
And the audience is realizing now.
30 minutes in, this is what it's all about. This is what the GHC Heavyweight Championship represents.
Marufuji now. His legs are giving up on him. He's trying. But Sugiura won't let a single second to him.
On the hook kick!
Gets it!
Falls with a knee, misses the third one, lands on the arm. Again, stopping it with his right arm. The hook kick again from Marufuji.
Oh!
Rolling knee into the challenger, sends him over. Drags himself up, looking for the cover. 2.
How much can Sugiura's jaw take at this point? Marufuji's neck has been plummeted, but every time Marufuji counters attack, it's right on the jaw, just on pinpoint. No matter how tough you are, if you're knocked out, you're knocked out.
Champion pummels in a huge knee into the back of the head of Sugiura, hooks up the leg.
Only 2. This match is at its climax right now. Somebody has to give. Something has to give here, Stuart.
the wars they've been through together, their careers closely followed by each other over the years, culminating here today in this title match. Marufuji looks like he is not about to let go of that belt on his first title defense.
Holding for his finisher now is Marufuji. I lost count of how many knees and hook kicks Sugiura has taken on his jaw. He's going for it. Fisherman style catch.
Skips a leg.
Smacks him
over.
This is it. 2.
Naomichi Marufuji retains his GHC Heavyweight Championship belt in front of everybody here in Sendai and around the world in a phenomenal performance.
Takashi Sugiura takes Marufuji to the limit, but of course, your winner and still the GHC Heavyweight Champion, the genius, Marufuji Naomichi.
Outstanding performance from Naomichi Marufuji, and like you said, Aki, pushed to the very limits, but that is exactly what he wanted. He didn't want to come into this and make it an easy first title defense and then go on to someone else. He wanted the very best, the man who he stood alongside over the years, faced on many occasions, held the flag of Noah together over the years and managed to beat him.
I agree with Marufuji completely. He wanted to say, this is Noah, and he showed that in that main event, the champion.
And he didn't need to put it into any words, he didn't need to verbalize it. He showed us with his actions, and look at that, a display between two champions in their own rights. Mutual respect. Love for Noah, love for pro wrestling, love for each other. Successful in his first title defense. Marufuji is victorious. That was something special. 30 minutes and 19 seconds. Naomichi Marufuji gets his hand raised and the belt is returned to his possession. Yoshiki Inamura helping Takashi Sugiura away from the ring.
But please, everybody, a round of applause for the challenger, Takashi Sugiura. That man is an absolute badass. 51 years of age.